Yeah, hi Archie. How are you? Good to meet you. How you been?
I'm good, thank you, Stephen. How are you?
Yeah, good to see you. And I can see you participating with Score Relief 2022. I've entered into the competition as well. It's been a fantastic opportunity for me as a film composer. And
That's great. That's great to hear.
how did you partner with the QTube?
Um, when it first started out, actually, I think I just messaged Brian just to say, I love what you're doing. It sounds like a great opportunity. And then he approached me later down the line to say, would you like to do some demos and stuff? Films for videos, maybe. And we started Archie's Diary. And yeah, it just kind of grew from there. And then I started helping out with the uh, score relief and the competitions and started bouncing ideas off of him.
Mm.
So yeah, that's kind of how it came about. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to be able to build your portfolio with these good little film clips.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been really good.
That's really good. I think the community is finding them really helpful um, in building not just their abilities but their portfolios as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because the industry's lost millions of dollars since the pandemic,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
you know. I mean, these competitions have been a blessing for me because most of the time you got to pay to enter. I understand you guys are doing I think it's a Patreon.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're kind of at the point where we'd like to produce higher quality stuff
Mm.
um, in terms of our own films, and we have things set in motion for that, but we just need the funding, to be honest.
Mm.
We have people. Brian speaks to people about funding and stuff, but I think the best way is for it to come directly from the community.
Mm.
um, Considering lots of people have said, you should make people pay for this, like I'd pay money for this. So we just started, I think it was £1 a month. Patreon is the
Mm.
smallest one, which we have a lot of members, so uh, it would help if those guys signed up. And that we've since I released the video, there's been quite a few people signing up to that, which is really helpful.
Yeah, good on
Yeah.
you. Look, I'm in the same situation in my startup. I'm having trouble with funding myself.
Yeah.
I've got a Redbubble store in case people want merchandise for the
Oh
podcast.
yeah, yeah.
As with funding, I don't know. Have you looked at any government grants in the
Yeah,
UK?
I know. Yeah, I know. Brian takes care of most of that stuff, and I think he's
Ugh,
looked into that kind
the
of thing.
paperwork, Archie, is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think I've looked. I think when I first started composing as well, I looked into getting a creative grant, and
Yeah,
it's insane, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean. The paperwork, it's
So,
quite intimidating.
are you a composer as a full-time job?
Yeah, that's my
Whoa,
that's my
that is awesome. I wish I
profession.
could be doing that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, uh, I just kind of trudge along, taking work where I can.
Yeah.
I'm in a position, luckily, where I've been able to build my own studio in my back garden, and I found a few ins in the industry that got me into that. So
Yeah.
made the leap full time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good on you. That's where I'm pushing one day. One day.
Mm.
Who knows, the
Yeah, yeah,
podcast might end up working out.
yeah.
I'll have a
It's a
studio.
possibility. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah.
Exactly. You know. No, but that's really good that you're able to do that full time.
Yeah, yeah. I feel pretty lucky, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come without its struggles. Like
Mm.
for the past year, it's been hard. Like when work isn't coming in to be able to pay the bills and stuff. But we're at a position now where we can kind of yeah commit to it full time. Yeah.
Mm. Exactly. You know. And nah, because I've looked into some 3D animation from some music videos. I just published a new video called The New World Order
Mm-hmm.
on my YouTube channel. It's
Yeah.
very political. I love my politics, and when I've
Yeah.
composed my music, I've always wanted to express myself with my music. Like Judas is very political.
Mm-hmm.
That I wrote. It was an electronic work that got
Yeah.
played on a community radio station in
Oh, that's great.
2020.
That sounds great.
You know, so these are all the achievements I've had as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And how long have you been doing it? Has it been kind of like, was it born out of the pandemic or
Yeah,
yeah.
I started in the pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Um, I think a lot of people kind of felt that they had been given this time and they thought, I have to do something with this, which is good in that respect. Yeah.
Yeah, because I like cartoons as well.
Do you draw?
Yeah, I used to draw a lot when I was a teenager. I used to draw a lot
Yeah.
of Simpsons. I know everything's. They use this Adobe, Archie, but I tried Adobe. I thought this was a fucking nightmare. This thing. I
Do you
couldn't
like
do it. I'm a
do you
drag and
edit?
drop person from Canva, but I want to create like
Yeah.
a 3D cartoon, and I can't find anywhere on the internet on how to do a 3D music video like Disney would.
You're asking the wrong person, mate.
No.
Yeah. I don't even know how to animate. I can edit videos a little, but it's not my primary. It's not my primary thing. And I edit the QTube videos and stuff myself, the ones that I make. But it's not. I'm not a professional in any respect to that. I'll stick to the music. Stick to the music. I can work Logic, I can work Pro Tools, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Remember, Pro Tools was industry standard.
In terms of, well, I write my music on Logic mainly,
Yeah,
and
me
then
too.
I'll mix it on Pro Tools generally.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I even mix it on Logic. I mean, it just sounds good enough to me. Where there's no point going to that, and I like to mix as I go along as well. I don't know if that's kind of the way to do it. I know lots of people like to write, then have a sit down session for a day where they mix it, but I just feel like when I'm mixing it, if I'm mixing it while I'm composing it, I'm building towards the thing that I have pictured or heard in my head. Like I'm building towards that better, and I can feel it coming together more efficiently.
I've moved towards more like online mixing and mastering with BandLab because it just saves so much more time for me.
I've not done that actually. Yeah,
it's the algorithms that will do it, and they do a good job. I mean, I think online mixing and mastering is going to be the future to all the mixing and mastering in this business.
Oh yeah. I've not really delved into that. I know that in high school we used I can't remember what it's called, but it was like a mastering thing that you just stuck your WAV file in, and then it kind of mastered it for you, which was good. It was really good actually, but I do prefer to like go into it myself, because then from that comes like further creative ideas, like use of effects and stuff. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what it is. You want to be as creative as possible.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Have you worked on films and stuff? Have you done film?
I studied film music in my undergraduate degree, but not
Nice.
professionally.
Yeah, where was it that you studied?
It was like diegetic music, undiegetic. I scored a clip from No Country for Old Men. It was like a string trio. It was my first little string trio, and I got a credit.
Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. Yeah,
I
because
look back on it.
that film has like very little score, right?
Yeah,
Or no
a
score
good
at all. Yeah,
movie.
it's a great film. Yeah, yeah, such a great film.
Yeah, so I did that. I felt I was more suited for the film music world. I mean, my compositions, if you listen to it, they're all very film inspired. They're all on
Yeah,
Spotify, by the way.
yeah.
Um,
I'll check them out.
I've got a lot of issues with them too.
Why is that?
Royalty payment.
Oh yeah, Spotify. Yeah. That makes
I think
sense.
Boris Johnson was going to crack down on the streaming services to start paying, getting all the companies to pay up. So
Really?
he should.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really into the. Well, I do stream my music, obviously, but I have very little on Spotify
Mm,
at the moment. I guess I just I haven't really released anything on Spotify or anything like that. I put one of my films uh uh soundtracks on there, but that was it. Yeah.
mm,
So I don't expect any royalty payments from that.
mhm.
Yeah.
Is it hard making a full-time living as a film composer?
It is, to be honest.
Mm,
Just in terms of you have to be persistent and trust in your own ability that even though right now you might not be making money, um, you will in maybe a year or 2 years time.
mm,
It Yeah, I mean, it took me a year to really actually start to see some decent money coming in.
mm,
Not even enough to you know live a lavish life, but be able to say, oh, I am a film composer now,
mm,
like full time. Um, and I worked weekend jobs and stuff like that, but I can't. Those didn't help in terms of like the focus thing was is so important to me. I need to be like in the job 100%.
mm,
So working the like weekend jobs just didn't help. You just need to trust in yourself, uh be confident in your abilities, and yeah, I mean, which is hard when lots of us have like um this niggling feeling of, oh, I don't sound like who I want to sound like, all this kind of thing. um but you'll get there, and I'm not there yet, but
mhm,
I'm sure I will get there.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sound is something that you're always working on, Archie.
Mm, definitely.
How did you and Brian Waters start collaborating with the QTube?
um Really, he just started messaging me ideas and
Yeah.
stuff, um and bounced a load of ideas off me, and I said my opinions on them and like how I thought they could change, uh and I came to him with ideas, and honestly that's just how it, like, very organically, just kind of, here's the ideas, things that I think you could do for the QTube. And I think he found it very useful having a composer,
Mm,
because he isn't necessarily a composer himself. He writes some music, but I think he found it useful having someone to kind of represent the community
mm.
on uh on ideas and stuff. Yeah.
What's Brian's background in the music industry? Has he worked full time all his life?
No. I know that he did some engineering. Um,
Wow.
yeah, I think sound engineering. I'm
Mm,
not 100% sure. I should ask him more about this.
mm,
But he's done teaching in his spare time to be able to fund the QTube and stuff.
mhm,
And yeah, QTube is still not his full-time job, but we want to get to a point where where we can invest ourselves fully in the QTube, especially him. But yeah, he's a guitarist. He's good at like fixing up old tape machines and stuff like that. So yeah.
mm.
Yeah. he's not a composer as such, although he has said he would like to play around with some of the libraries that he acquires for me for demos.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to get Brian on my show.
Oh yeah.
Tell him I said hi
I will do. I will do.
when you next
He's
see him.
so busy. He's so busy all the time. He's crazy. Yeah, but he's just fully into the QTube, even though it's not necessarily his source of income. He's just so passionate. It's really just his passion project, and he invests himself fully into it, which is so great.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, so for me, like with my music videos, I'm always trying to come up with the latest ideas. I've got my new hashtag short series on my YouTube channel, so I'm just
Yeah,
experimenting with green screen editing, trying that
yeah,
out.
yeah,
I'm, I've been looking around for AI sort of cartoon filters for myself, so special effects I'm looking at trying out. I've got
yeah,
my own style. Yeah, definitely got my own style.
yeah. That's important. Very
Yeah,
important. Yeah.
definitely.
Like, I guess your brand in a
Mm,
business sense, your style in a creative sense
mm,
is important to have something personal to you that's
mm.
recognized. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you watch that Beatles Get Back documentary on Disney Plus?
I tell you what, I haven't finished it. I
Oh, you
have
gotta
watched a
watch it,
little bit
Archie.
of it. Yeah, yeah, I
Beautiful.
definitely do, don't I? Ah, man, it's yeah, I think I've only watched the first part. It's like a part series, right? So yeah, it's one of those things that I need to
Yeah, I
get
had
around
to.
to do. It's on the list.
I thought it was pretty long, actually. Like I had to keep
Yeah.
pausing it.
Yeah. Because yeah, that's what I've done. I mean, I I tend to, if I'm composing during the day, I tend to take a break to cook my dinner, and I'll stick something on and watch that while I'm eating dinner.
Mm.
And that was one where I kind of finished my dinner and I've still got work to do. So I have to pause it and, come back to it later, but I never come back to it. Um, yeah, but that is one, it's on the list. I have a physical list or a digital list on the notes of my phone of stuff that I need to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
so that's on there.
I I've been watching Air Crash Investigation as well on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, I've not heard that. I heard of that.
It's
What?
just about uh air disasters, probably in the
Mm,
80s, 70s, mechanical engineering that's failed. God,
mm.
aviation's so complicated.
Oh man, I would have no idea where to start.
Oh,
I'm not
all
an
these little
engineer in any
things,
sense.
radar signals, someone,
Yeah.
you know, didn't put the brake pads in at it was a touch off, and then a
Oh,
small issue becomes a big issue.
yeah.
Crazy,
Wow.
dude.
Yeah. I mean, my my dad still watches. When I was younger, I used to watch like How It's Made and stuff with my
Mm,
dad. I guess that's the engineering side of what I would watch, but I wouldn't. I don't understand it enough.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's yeah, complicated. Yeah, I've been getting back into Family Guy again.
Yeah.
Watch
Yeah, I
and
don't think I've never watched that actually. Well, I have watched it, but I've never watched it in the sense that like
mm,
I don't know it well
mm.
enough. Yeah, I like
I
uh
yeah,
I like Big Mouth. Have you seen Big Mouth?
I gotta check out that. You should
It's
watch that show
very funny.
Brickleberry. I binged watched that, dude. I was laughing so.
Brockleberry.
Yeah, it's like South Park sort of humor, but I was laughing
Mm.
so much, dude. He got this
Mm.
little bear, and he's like, it's just one of the funniest little bear, you know. They
Yeah,
just do
yeah,
crazy stuff, dude. And it's 10
yeah.
times more fun. I mean, if I want a good laugh, American Dad, I love the alien Roger.
Mm.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Do you like comedy then?
Yeah.
Do you watch stand up and stuff? Or
Oh, I try to watch. I watched Joe Rogan. I think it's Joe Rogan's special on Netflix. Joey
yeah, yeah.
Diaz. Kevin Hart, but they're American comedian. American comedy's not really that. It's a bit dry, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they've got some great guys. I mean, like Dave Chappelle is a big one.
He's
It's
all
like
right, but I thought I was going to fall asleep halfway.
really
Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah, yeah. No, I find him funny, very
yeah.
intelligent in the way he like weaves the jokes into his whole set really well. It's
Mm,
you know, you could I think John Mayer said it's kind of like music the way he does
mm.
it. He's just improvising on stage, not literally, but you know,
So
yeah.
going back to the Beatles, Archie, Pete Best got sacked from the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? That's a shame that he got sacked.
I have no idea, mate. I wish I knew.
He was one of the
Uh,
founding members too. It's like
I know.
you get band like Metallica. Rob McGovney was the founding bassist. Dave Mustaine, guitar. It's a shame that they sacked them.
I I guess they just wanted is Ringo's sound, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Pete
He's
Best
so
was he a drummer?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah. Ringo was a good drummer, but then you watching the documentary, he was wanting to quit the band.
Oh really? Ringo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he felt like his voice wasn't heard enough because I guess he was just the rhythmic backbone. He didn't really do anything fancy,
Mm.
fancy in terms of what he was playing, but he was so necessary. um, Maybe he felt like he was being taken advantage of how backbony he was.
Oh, music
Yeah.
industry's been doing that for years, Archie.
Mm. Yeah,
Mm.
I mean, I kind of have this idea that I'm getting screwed at every turn,
Mm.
and that sometimes stops me from, speaking to people who might be able to advance my career.
Mm.
Well, maybe not, but I'm always so skeptical of anything that sounds great. Like,
Mm.
here we can take you on, and you can do this, and you can do this, and you can do this. But I'm always like, yeah, let's just do this tiny thing first, and then
Mm.
I'll see how it works.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I asked Brian Waters on my YouTube channel. I commented, "What's the 5 to 10 year goal for the QTube?" I'll ask you, Archie. What's the 5 to 10 year goal for the QTube?
That is a great question. In 5 years, I guess we'd liked or yeah we'd like to be producing our own films.
Wow,
Definitely.
cool.
I'm sure Brian would um love to have it as his full-time job, and
Mm.
it's a real possibility if we can gain some good funding. I mean, in terms of like what we've been given by the industry, we get crazy amounts of donations in terms of prizes for score relief, which I think is like $35,000 this year worth
Wow.
of prizes. So we definitely, I guess, have a name for ourselves in the industry at this point, um, and that's all down to Brian. But
Mm.
yeah, in 5 years, um, it we'd like for it to be a company that really produces our high quality content,
Mm.
specifically designed for composers to practice scoring to and to build their portfolios, because right now it really is kind of like generally projects that Brian's managed to obtain from companies that have already made films, and also just like edited together stock footage, that kind of thing.
Mm.
But we're talking to people about producing our own film right now, and I actually had a meeting about that yesterday. um so we're talking about um yeah being able to produce something that is designed specifically for a composer to be like, this is, I can really dig into this.
Is
you
the
know
is the QTube going to be on the stock market?
I don't think so. I don't
You
think
would
so
you
at any
want
point.
to be a publicly traded company like Netflix or Hulu? Warner Brothers.
I don't really think there's any aims for it to be that big right now. I think I think it's really just we want to be able to help the community, not, go and make loads and loads and loads of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's always good to have that 5 to 10 year goal.
Yeah. Oh, completely. I mean, in 10 years, I honestly, I don't think there's a 10-year plan for the QTube, but I guess Brian's got that in his head. But we take it every step. We want, this is what we're going to do bigger this year, or in the next 6 months. This is what we're going to do that's bigger in the next 6 months. I think that's really important to take it every step. That's what I do in my own career, I think.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, eh?
Yeah, completely. Yeah, I mean, you can't expect yourself to go and score a Marvel film when you've just bought album 1. Yeah.
No, but yeah, networking.
Oh, really important. Really, really important. Yeah.
No, it's for me, I've tried to open multiple sources of income as much as I can.
Yeah, that is important. Do you do like library music and stuff?
Yeah, I got my music on Pond 5 and Motion Elements.
Nice. Yeah, great.
SoundCloud. I've tried to put it everywhere. See what happens.
Yeah. I think it's just important as well to, I mean, I got my first gig. What I did was I started my Instagram for composing, and I just like wrote some music.
Wow.
And I typed in hashtag director's life, and I searched that on the search bar on Instagram. And I because there'll be loads of directors like taking pictures of their set saying hashtag director's life, and I clicked on latest instead of top on Instagram, and there was a load of small directors who because I figured that they're the most likely to want music or hire like a new composer for their film. So I found one's based in London as well, because that's where I'm based. And and I messaged a few directors just saying like, hey, look, here's my music. I'd be happy to give it to you if you wanted to use it on your film. And then I grew relationships with people, and then as they started making money and stuff, that helped me out. But really my first gig was when I was asked, do I work sound on set, like can I work a boom pole and all that stuff, and I had no idea, but I said yes anyway. And yeah, I did my first gig doing that, and then while I was on set they asked me to score the film as well, which was cool. Yeah, that's how I got my first gig. Yeah.
Can I be in your film with the QTube?
maybe we're actually I don't know, we spoke about casting yesterday,
Even if it's on Zoom?
Even yeah, maybe we'll see. No promises, but I'll keep you in mind.
No, because I'm looking for some extras work.
Oh yeah.
That's what I think that's what I was referring to, is being an extra.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that do that. That you can make some decent money from that, actually.
Even if it's just sitting drinking a coffee in the background. That'd be good, man.
Yeah,
it would be very good. And Disney Plus is awesome.
Yeah. I actually don't have it. I've scrounged off my friend for maybe 6 months. Instead of paying for it, I just used her account. But then she changed the password, and I didn't want to ask her because I felt bad. But yeah, I don't actually have it. Is that your main streaming service? You know?
Yeah, I was using Netflix, but it was just Netflix was pissing me off with all these algorithms telling me what I should watch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
it's annoying.
oh man, I find it so helpful to, just create a list on your phone. Because
Yeah.
you're always seeing stuff thinking, wow, I would actually really be interested in that. And if you just note it down on your phone, instead of browsing through Netflix or Disney Plus or whatever, you just have a list of stuff you've been meaning to watch on your phone. And you can go and find that. It's usually available to buy on Amazon Prime or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with Netflix is they use psychologists to get people addicted.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's why I just had to walk away. I got
yeah.
Disney
Complete.
Plus,
Yeah.
and the
Uh,
shows on Netflix, Archie, they weren't appealing to me.
Really, not at all.
Yeah.
Oh, they got some good stuff on there, man. They definitely do. Um, you know, uh, do you watch mainly TV or is it film that you watch?
Mainly film, air crash investigation, some stuff from National Geographic,
Mm-hmm.
Simpsons. I've been watching the new seasons, probably up to season 23 or something.
Wow, season 23. How long's that? How long has it been going?
They've been up to 33 by now.
Oof, oof. Wow.
Futurama. I like Futurama.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Wow.
American Dad is probably my most favorite out of Family Guy and the Cleveland Show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm
Um,
not really into that, sadly. Um, yeah, I know that when I was a kid, like all my friends would talk about it and stuff, but I was just never like, I
yeah,
don't really know. I preferred like just playing video games and stuff
yeah,
instead of watching TV when I was younger. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, but it's like Archie. I don't know. I just don't appreciate Spotify or any music streaming. For me, it's
Yeah. There's just how do you consume music then?
Disney Plus.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I mean, when you write music yourself, the last thing you want to do is listen to. I mean, I listen to Fox News, Sky News,
Yeah.
uh, trying to get a newspaper subscription,
Yeah.
or audio books. Listen to
Yeah,
Benjamin
yeah.
Franklin's autobiography.
That's interesting. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
like with Audible? that you-
It's this Libri box. They're in the public domain. It's about $4 a year. I'm
Oh,
not very
wow.
happy with Audible and Amazon products. Trying to
Mm.
stay away. No, I'm just fed up with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. It can be pretty handy to. I don't really use Audible, or I don't use Audible if I'm honest. But yeah, I've heard it's great. I've heard like great things from people about it. Um, in terms of like people being on the move all the time, and wanting to read or to listen to something while they're working. It can be pretty handy, that kind of thing. Do you listen to many podcasts yourself? I mean, obviously
Yeah,
you've got your own, but
Sky News podcast. I like Joe Rogan every now and again. I know Joe Rogan goes for 3 hours. It's too long. The one with
mm,
Snoop Dogg was a good episode. It was entertaining.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
nice. Do you like,
History.
you a big hip hop fan?
Yeah, like Snoop Dogg stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Him and Dr. Dre. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
he's
great.
good.
Yeah,
Dr. Dre's
yeah.
awesome.
Mm. Have you seen have you seen the Defiant ones? So
Nah,
that's a documentary on Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, who's a
gotta check
producer.
it out, eh?
Oh, brill, mate. So good.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, I think it's like it's episodic, but I think I bashed it all out maybe in a couple of days.
Mm,
Just, oh, mate, brilliant. So good.
mm.
It talks about how he got into um working with NWA and like, and then he talks about how he got picked up by Jimmy Iovine, They grew a relationship, and like the people that Jimmy Iovine's worked with. So yeah, it was great. Like Tom Petty, um, who else was on it? I think Trent Reznor was on it as well, which is really interesting. When he was in Nine Inch Nails, yeah, Stevie Nicks I think was on it. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah, it's good stuff, eh?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Do you watch a lot of music docs and stuff?
What's that?
Do you watch a lot of music documentaries? And
Nah, I mean, I don't know. Not really.
yeah, I guess it's like if you're I kind of get it where if you're making and producing music and stuff, you want to be away from it for the rest of
Yeah,
the day sometimes,
I go
or for the
hiking,
weekend. Yeah, yeah.
get out in
I
nature,
can't
meditate.
really hike in London,
You
unfortunately.
can't? You serious?
I don't know. Maybe you can hike to like I don't know. I don't know where you'd hike to. The
But there's
city's
no.
everywhere.
Is
It's
there
all
any
around you.
Royal National Parks?
Yeah, of course. But but it's kind of then I guess it's just like a walk through the park as opposed to a hike necessarily.
That sucks because I love it. How's the weather?
Pretty crappy.
Is it? Is it
Uh,
cold?
well, actually, I tell a lie. I mean, it's actually not that bad in terms of rain and stuff.
It's been raining in
Uh,
Sydney.
oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've actually had it pretty dry but it's mega freezing. It's so cold.
Is it
Um,
snowing?
no, but I think that is it's I think it might snow next week. But
Wow.
but yeah, so yeah, it's really cold, but sometimes it really is beautiful, like how cold it is, but the um sky is clear and nice and blue. Yeah.
I'd
Um,
love to go to the UK.
have you ever been?
No, I want to
No.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go
Um,
during winter.
yeah, it is really nice. It is
What about
really
summer?
nice.
Do you get hot days?
We get kind of like I guess like 30 degrees Celsius is our hottest.
Yeah.
Uh, hottest days, maybe a bit hotter than that, but you know, we get like 1 week of summer a year
Mm.
uh to
I don't know
deal
because
with.
when you watch the Ashes cricket all the time, it's always raining.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I wish we got a bit more summer. Felt
Yeah.
like we didn't even have a summer last year. But you know, it is what it is. Um, yeah. My girlfriend's American, so she like she gets really nice winter and really nice summer. She's in New York.
So you got a long
Yeah.
distance relationship, do you?
No, she's over here
Oh, okay.
for she works over here. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm on
Yeah.
like 3, 4 dating sites at the moment.
Yeah. Really.
Mm.
Yeah. Interesting.
I had this scammer trying to scam me and calling me babe and all that. I was just like, piss off,
Wow. It's
you know.
kind of weird. Yeah.
That's what you got to be careful of.
Hmm.
The trolls out there, you know. Are you on
Yeah.
any of these social audio apps?
No. No.
No, you're not
What do
on
you mean by that?
Clubhouse, Spotify Green Room.
No. What do they do?
I just social audio. People just host a
Like
room
shit.
and talk.
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
sharing music or
Yeah, or people play music in a room, but I
mm,
prefer to talk or
yeah.
have a podcast on wisdom as well, you know.
Yeah. I guess like what does it work like Discord or where you just join a
Yeah,
call?
sort of like
Yeah.
Discord,
Yeah.
you know.
Um yeah, no, I'm not on any of those.
Mhm.
I think it makes a lot more sense just for people to get into a room together, and
Mm.
listen to some music or watch a film. That kind of thing. It's important.
Yeah. I was popular when the pandemic hit because people were
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
having to isolate all the time.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You know,
How are you guys at the moment in like COVID wise? I'm tired of COVID talk, but I'll ask the question.
yeah,
How's
we're
Sydney at the
getting like
moment?
35 something thousand cases now of
Oh,
Omicron.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had
Yeah.
COVID?
I have avoided it somehow.
Wow.
Somehow. It's been all around me, but I have avoided it. Even when my housemates in my previous house got it, there were 5 of us. 3 of them got it. 2 of us didn't get it. I was one of the 2 that didn't get
Did
it.
you have to
Even though,
quarantine?
yeah, for 2 weeks we isolated, but we didn't stay away from each other in the house because we just assumed if we were all isolating, we would all get it. But I didn't
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
Did you
been
wear
all
a mask?
not in the house, no. Well, I mean, we didn't
Uh,
we didn't go outside the house, but yeah,
yeah, it's been tough, and I'm sure everyone's fed up with it, man.
definitely, definitely. I think everyone was fed up with it a year ago,
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, that's enough of the COVID talk. Yeah, it's like every conversation you have turns to COVID at some point.
Yeah. No, but
But yeah,
no, it's awesome to get to know you, Archie.
that's all right. It's been a pleasure coming on. Just sit and chat. It's great. Yeah.
Where can people find you on your social media?
Um, my my Instagram is a Jennings composer. Um, so that's there, and then my Twitter is composer Arch, and then I'm just Archie Jennings on YouTube and on my website and stuff. So
Awesome.
yeah, great.
That's
Thank you
really
so
good.
much, Stephen.
Hey, you're welcome, Archie.
Been a pleasure speaking to you.
You too. Guys, don't
Thanks,
forget to
man.
check out my latest music video called The New World Order on my YouTube channel. The links will be in the description. I'll put Archie's website in the description when this goes up on YouTube and Spotify. If you just want to watch the video version or listen to the audio, you know. And yeah, this is a great show, and hopefully I could be on a film with the QTube one day,
Maybe.
maybe.